Here's your wrestling news for June 1st, 2022, and your headlines for today include: is Bray Wyatt coming back to WWE? Former champion teases imminent return. Women's tag team tournament dead in the water after Sasha Banks-Naomi suspension. Latest on Banks and Naomi, what's happening with their contracts? Real reason why MJF No-Showed recent AEW meet and greet revealed. Tammy Sytch pleads not guilty to charge of DUI manslaughter. WWE Falsely advertises Lacey Evans for Raw. What has she said and where was she really? New AEW star set to make random WWE appearance days after joining Tony Khan's company, and more. We are kicking off today with WWE, who shocked everyone by releasing Bray Wyatt, despite the three-time former WWE World Champion being incredibly popular with fans. Wyatt's last wrestling match was over a year ago at WrestleMania 37, but the former Fiend has always stated that he's not done in the ring. Now Wyatt has given fuel to fan speculation, as his recent actions on Twitter have left some thinking that not only is he returning to the ring, but he's returning to WWE, and soon. For starters, his Twitter name has changed from Rotunda, his real last name, to Wyatt, his given WWE name, and the name now reads Wyatt6. Given that this change was made yesterday, it was speculated by fans that the 6 was in reference to how many days it'll be before he's back, which could see him return at this Sunday's Hell in a Cell or Raw the next night. Wyatt's new profile picture has also led to speculations, as it is an upside-down moth with a red scribble on it, but if you look closely, you can see the Fiend's face. In a series of tweets, Wyatt alluded to his departure and the irrelevant clowns who speculated that he left over money, before ending with a simple tweet that it's almost time. Whatever Wyatt has planned, it seems to be happening very soon, and his return would certainly be a boost for WWE in their never-ending war for fan approval. When Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out of WWE Raw, the pair sent shockwaves throughout the entire WWE. It was just days later that WWE stripped the two of the Women's Tag Team Championships, and Michael Cole declared that a tournament will crown new champions. However, in the near 2 weeks since then, WWE have not mentioned the tournament at all, and we may not know much about the tournament for quite some time. Speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer said that despite this declaration, there's no plans right now for a tournament to be held. That Women's Tag Team tournament is dead in the water. They had an idea for a 4-women's team matchup, it was pitched, but it was never signed off on as of like a week ago. Now, I have no idea what's going on, not any word either. WWE has always had a loose interest in their women's tag team division, and with the actions of the now former champions, don't expect too much focus on the division, or the tag titles, for a long time to come. Today is day 15 since Banks and Naomi walked out, forcing the company to change both their short and long-term plans for the duo. The pair have since been suspended, stripped of their title, and called unprofessional on TV, and now we have an update on their situation. In a new report from Fightful Select, it's revealed that communication between WWE and Banks and Naomi has ranged from minuscule to completely non-existent. It was also noted that WWE has canceled all travel plans for the pair, another indication that WWE at least sees no resolution coming anytime soon. Fightful also responded to Dave Meltzer's recent claims that the pair have been suspended without pay, and said that according to a higher-up in WWE, suspending the pair without pay means it's unlikely their contracts are frozen. If their deals aren't frozen, then it opens up the possibility that both women could be free agents later this summer, something that WWE, for all their problems with Banks and Naomi, want to avoid. The report ends that WWE did not want to strip the pair of the women's tag team titles, but felt they had no choice after no deal was reached, and we'll have to wait and see what happens next with the Boss and the Glow. Over to AEW now, as prior to last weekend's Double or Nothing event, MJF No-Showed a meet and greet, leaving fans to speculate if it was a work or a shoot. MJF certainly angered plenty of fans who had paid to see him, which some have said is proof that this was just a work, but that doesn't appear to be the case. During a recent PW Torch audio show, Wade Keller revealed that MJF's actions were not part of his refusal to break character, saying, "The way it was portrayed to us is MJF was in no place to be in public. He was in a bad place, and so it just seemed, if not mutually agreed upon, it was pretty obvious to everybody that it would be good for him to not make a public appearance." Keller added that while MJF has received one raise in his wage during his AEW career, it's still far less than several recent signings, including CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, and Christian Cage. While MJF did the job to Wardlow at Double or Nothing, it may be quite some time before fans see him again, as things remain far from easy between the wrestler and Tony Khan. We've got an update in the Tammy Sytch case, as the WWE Hall of Famer has pled not guilty to the charge of DUI manslaughter. Sytch was charged due to her involvement in the March 2022 three-vehicle crash that led to the death of 75-year-old driver Julian Lasseter, but has insisted that she was not a factor behind his passing. PW Insider were the first to report that Sytch has pled not guilty to the manslaughter charge, as well as 1 count of causing death while operating a vehicle with a suspended or revoked driver's license, 4 counts of DUI causing injury to a person, and 3 counts of DUI causing damage to property. The Lasseter family has tried to file a civil lawsuit against Sytch, but was told that she would need to be in New Jersey to do so, while she's currently incarcerated in Florida. A not guilty plea means that this case is far from over, as Sytch and her legal team will have the chance to make their case in a trial, as the former WWE diva looks determined to prove her innocence. Now, before this week's Raw, Lacey Evans was advertised to compete in her first match since coming back from maternity leave, but that didn't happen. Not only did Evans not compete, but she didn't appear at all, confusing fans who had expected to see the former United States Marine. When a fan on Twitter expressed their disappointment that Evans didn't appear, this got a response from the WWE superstar who said that she is still recovering. Evans also threw in some emojis to make her point, but didn't explain what exactly she is recovering from or how long she'll continue to be out of action. This is just the latest bizarre move for Evans, who despite being brought back to SmackDown as a babyface mere weeks earlier, has moved to Raw and will reportedly work as a heel. What makes this all the more strange is that despite being advertised for the show, WWE reportedly had no plans for her to appear. In a clip shared by NASCAR, the WWE superstar is seen kicking off a race and would not have made it back to Raw in time to appear on the show. Given that WWE takes a great interest in appearances by their talent, it's a guarantee that they knew and approved of her appearance at NASCAR, but still falsely advertised Evans for the 3-hour Raw. This also made fans question what exactly Evans is said to be recovering from, or if she's even dealing with any injury at all. Time will tell when Lacey Evans wrestles again, but the circumstances behind her return are proving to be odd to say the least. And we're ending with Athena, who despite just debuting with AEW at Double or Nothing, is set to make an appearance this week for WWE. On tomorrow's episode of MasterChef Junior, the episode will be a WWE Tag Team edition of the show, and we'll see the young chefs team with WWE superstars, including Athena. The description for tomorrow's episode advertises the AEW star as Ember Moon, her name in WWE, and she'll be appearing alongside Natalya, The Miz, and Dolph Ziggler. Of course, this episode was taped prior to Athena's release from WWE in November 2021, bringing her 6 years with the company to an abrupt end. This is certainly a unique situation for Athena, who will be making her last appearance as a WWE superstar both out of the ring and months after leaving the company. We'll have to see how Athena and her junior MasterChef partner fare on tomorrow's show, but this is certainly a unique way for the talented wrestler's career in AEW to start. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.